Good evening and welcome to WCU Esports. Today's matchup, we have WCU Crimson taking on College. I am Mountain Man, joined here by Disagree.
And we see map 1 tonight. We are going on Nepal. We're going to be on Shrine first, a common map where there's a central platform with a statue in the middle. Good for a lot of Symmetra turrets or any kind of protective barrier. Sorry, it's a tower in the middle, not a statue. But we will see a brawl comp coming out for WCU Crimson with a Zarya, Sojourn, Reaper, Lucio, and Baptiste. And on the side of College, we will see that Symmetra that I was talking about a little earlier, as well as a Doomfist, a Sojourn, a Lucio, and a Mercy. And they do a couple quick swaps here, and it looks like they're going in with a Hog rather than a Doomfist on the side of College. As the teams start to approach this central point, College was in the Navigators division last year, the same division I was in, and Joker was a very leading factor in this team's point captures and point holds with his insane DPS skills. We do see a lot of damage coming out here. No picks yet from either side. We will see the Sojourn, both Sojourns just going off on teams trying to find people. And it does look like there's a short stall on point, but WCU Crimson does come out on top for this first contest.
WCU does take point first, but
we see Megusaka immediately pop his ult. Very interesting, as they do get the early find on the Hog, but the Mercy does very quickly res that Hog right off the bat, and the Hog does come back and find Megusaka's Baptiste. And it does look, from the looks of it, we saw 5 ults popped on that first fight there. As we see College popped Whole Hog, as well as Pulse Bomb, Overclock, and Valkyrie, while Megusaka did pop his window.
Going into this next fight, WCU currently has 2 ults, as Co has 1.
Which Co's ult here being Beat is still very good as a support ult. We do use Beat to engage though from Loose, and it will force College off of point for a recapture from WCU Slate, or Crimson. We see Grav come out from Nona, not finding anyone, which, big waste of an ult there, I feel, as we are going to see Nona fall to the Hog, and the Railgun is just cleaning up here as he finds Majarshan, Nona, and Loose. And WCU will try him back out here. We do see Zero for this next fight having Overclock, as well as College about to have Pulse Bomb. They still have Beat, and they are about to have that Overclock and Whole Hog again. Zero does find Joker though. This is a very good early pick, hoping that we do see Pulse Bomb come out here though, finding Majarshan, which does lead to Majarshan and Nona going down again, as Joker is back and just cleaning up, as he did last year as well. We do see 3 ults on the side of WCU Slate or Crimson here, with the Overclock, the Blossom from the Reaper, and the Window from Megusaka. But we do see College here does have Whole Hog. They do pop Whole Hog and Overclock. Zero also pops Overclock, just trying to find some quick picks here. And it does look like Zero was distracted by the Tracer there, not getting much value out of that Whole Hog. Majarshan does go in trying to get a good quick Blossom there, but is hooked out of it by Railgun, and Railgun does find the kill on that. And now it is 99 in the favor of College here, but we are getting some contests going as Nona is still on point, I think. Yeah, Nona's still on point. We see Goose pop a Beat here, trying to still stall this contest, but this does look like it will be a WCU point, as a co-college point as it's just going down. And we see Zero actually contesting as well, but it is not enough to hold off WCU, or co-college, from keeping the point.
Score 0-1.
Jesus.
Ready or battle.
And we're going to be on Village for point 2 of Nepal. We see Nona swapping over to a Orisa here. And everything else stays the same, except Megu is now on Ana. No changes for co-college just yet. I would be surprised if they let this Orisa run rampant with this comp.
Round 2. Capture the objective.
Both teams do opt to go for the high ground push. Nona is going in by himself, though, with no heals. And Nona's getting somewhat punished for it, but the heals do wait out that Sojourn orb and are able to get on Nona in time. But Railgun does find Nona with a very quick hook there. Zero does find DaBaby, but Railgun also finds Goose, and DaBaby is resurrected by Mercy. Something I never thought I'd say on stream. Both teams still going for high ground. They do get the quick cap on point. We do see Orisa finally getting some usage here against the Hog. Just blocking the Hog off. We see Overclock come out for Joker. Hopefully trying to find a pick here. We will see Pulse Bomb momentarily for DaBaby. And Nona's about to have Orisa's new ult. Something that's name I can't remember. But Orisa does pop their ult there, and they are able to get Lucio out of it, but the Pulse Bomb does come out, just cleaning up the rest of WCU as it does find Nona. And they will regroup here.
This is definitely going to be tough for WCU to come back. Let's see if they switch up. They do. So Nona switches to Hog here after using Orisa's ult.
We do see Whole Hog on the side of Co-College here, and Majarshan does swap off of the Reaper, I think he was, to a Soldier. Joker does find Megasaka early, a very good pick on the side of Ko, as WCU is now down their main healer. And Nona is gonna get hooked in there, and Joker will also find him. Joker's just coming out, and DaBaby is also coming out. Guns blazing, just taking them out one by one.
Might have to adjust my approach.
You see Overclock come out for Joker here, finding Goose and Majarshan, and Nona is now trapped in a corner, and Joker does find Nona as Ko takes Nepal. Map 1 for 1-0 Ko over WCU Crimson.
Play of the game.
And we're back for map 2 of Co College versus WCU Crimson. We're going to be on Hollywood for map 2. A very interesting map as it has 3 very different strategic sections of this map with chokes and high grounds.
Looks like WCU will be holding the high ground to start. A very common play on this map.
5, 4,
And it looks like Co College is going to go in with almost an identical comp for their Nepal game, except the baby, instead of being on Tracer, is going to be on Widow. Oh, and there's the immediate switch to Tracer right off the bat. So, we're seeing a very similar comp on the side of WCU Crimson, except Ultra Cook is now in for Majarshan on the Genji, which Ultra Cook and Magusaka together usually make an unstoppable force here. But we shall see. From past experience, Co College last year struggled a lot on Hollywood, and it did lead to their elimination from playoffs in the Navigators division. So let's see if they've improved at all when it comes to fighting and taking Hollywood. We do see Railgun find Goose and Nona here, and it does look like they will just take that first point with no contest, as Railgun does find Ultra Cook right as he's about to find Joker there, getting a very good team kill for Co College.
And Co College takes their first point. Currently have 5 minutes and 8 seconds to move to the first checkpoint.
We do see Pulse Bomb come out for the baby, finding Loose Goose, but Nona does find the baby as that kill is made right here. And WCU Crimson will take the high ground here into this comp. We do see Railgun popping Whole Hog here. Megusaka has that Nano ready. Ultra Cook does not have Blade. We do see Nano come out though onto Ultra Cook, and he's trying to get some quick kills here. Zero does find Loose Earth with that overclock, and Nona does find the rest of the team as the team just gangs up on them, leading to a team kill here on second point of Hollywood. Still no swaps from either team. We do see Ultra Cook now have Genji Blade here. Railgun does find Nona with a quick pick, which does not look like they will push off of it, but they will go straight to point. And Railgun's hook does find Ultra Cook here. We do see Beat and Blade on the side of WCU Crimson, while we only see Beat on the side of Co College. But Beat can stop this Blade if used properly. And here comes the Beat and the Blade, as I highly suspected, and it does not look like Ultra Cook will get any kills from this, as that Beat did almost fully counter his entire Blade. We do see Pulse Bomb come out from the baby, finding Megusaka and Ultra Cook there. And Earth does find Goose and Cook. Zero does find Earth though, but Railgun does follow it up and take out Zero, as Co College will grab point 2 as they go into the section of Hollywood that is a bunch of chokes back to back, which we saw Sunday. WCU Black did struggle with this choke for a long period because just defending this choke is very easy. We do see Whole Hog come out from Railgun there, not finding anyone yet. but they do not find Railgun with that, and the baby does see the pulse bomb, and Nona does cancel it with a bubble, but Nona does go down to Railgun, and it's Zero and the baby fighting on point, but Railgun does come from behind and finds Zero with that hook. We do find Earth real quick, and we see Ultra Cook on 3 HP trying to take on the baby. Very interesting fight there. Megusaka is killed, and V does res Earth. We see beat and grab on the side of WCU. Crimson, as well as both DPS ults, just came online. We do see beat about to come out for Earth and Overclock about to come out for Joker. Overclock come out for both sides here. Both Overclocks finding a kill during them, with Joker finding Megusaka and Zero finding Earth. We do see Blade come out here, but there was a beat into it. Zero does find the baby and Earth though. The baby and Railgun both have their ults online with Whole Hog and Pulse Bomb. And they're about to have Valkyrie from V as well. And it does not look like WC Crimson has any ults to follow up their ults with here, with the closest one being Nano in 30%. We do see Earth very quickly pick off Nona here, and Goose does back out. Zero does find a baby though. A very good early pick here. Both ults came out for Co-College here with Valkyrie. And we're about to see Nano probably come out for WCU here as they try and hold point. They do Nano the Lucio. I think that was just an accidental. Goose got in the way of trying to hit a Nano target here. But they don't find any kills, but it does stall a little bit longer, which is all WCU Crimson is trying to do at this point, is stall them to overtime if they can, or even stop the push here.
At this point, Co-College has under 50 seconds to push this cart plus overtime. WCU has done a good job at these choke points to hold Co-College down.
And there are 30 seconds left for Co-College here. Megusaka does swap to a Kiriko, just trying to get a TP out here to stall a little longer. And the push is coming in. And Crimson does need to pay attention to this point here, so hopefully so they don't just get pushed on. 10 seconds left till WCU does force overtime, as they just held Co-College for actually they held Co-College for almost 5 minutes here, and they do force out the overtime. And it does look like they probably will give here unless we can get a very early pick leading to a fight here. But it does look like we are just stalling here into not really any ults, as they will get it in overtime.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
So now we will see WCU attacking on Hollywood, as we see the Zarya from Nona, the Sojourn from Zero, the Reaper from Ultra Cook, the Lucio from Goose, and the Ana from Megusaka again. Railgun's not switching up their comp. It's been working so far, so as I say in a majority of our streams, the age-old saying, if it's working, don't. If it's not broken, don't fix it. There we go. That's the saying. Which we do see Joker going to just immediately hit that door with an orb to slow down this initial push, but he does not find both doors, so the entire team is able to get out. We do see them backing up to high ground here. Megusaka already at half health, but that new healer passive in Overwatch 2 does get him back up to full really quickly. They are pushing high ground as they will try and force them off high ground here. And it does work. We see the heals very quickly coming out from both sides, keeping everyone alive. There hasn't been a single pick in this initial fight. Both teams are just building ult very rapidly. And it does look like the first ult that will probably come online. We do see the first pick actually from Nona on Railgun. A massive pick in this initial fight. The first ult to probably come online will be Nona's with his grab. Or V from the side of Co College with her Valkyrie. And Joker is found by Nona, and that will be a team wipe for WCU in favor of WCU. And it does look like they will get this initial point unless Co College does decide they want to try and contest this, which they're just going to give it up and try and hold. Ultra Cook almost finds Railgun there, but is very quickly picked off as Railgun circles back and is contesting point.
This ends now.
And as we're seeing now, Co College is just sitting at the spawn of WCU, trying to essentially just not let them get out. We continue to see Co College slowly picking off WCU here in their spawn. WCU is going to need to figure out a way to start taking them out. And there we go, Zario gets a pick. Will it be enough for WCU though? WCU groups up on Cart and begins to push Co College backwards. WCU now with 3 ults in pocket, as Co College has none.
Death ignited.
I'm ready to overclock.
We do see a nice push here coming from the side of WCU Slate. 2 ults online for WCU Crimson, sorry. As we see Overclock come out from Zero, finding Joker early. Railgun's about to have his full hog. The baby already has the pulse bomb. And Ultra Cook does find Railgun a big pick in this fight. The baby does find the Lucio though. So it is anyone's game still at this contest for second point for WCU Crimson. Earth does find Nona, and the baby does find Ultra Cook, and Zero also goes down in that fight, which means it'll be a regroup for WCU Crimson here as they will attempt to take the second point.
for games. Let's move this thing. Eating you. This ends now.
We have a grab online for Nona, not finding anyone. Ultra Cook and Zero are both found with Joker's overclock there. Joker does find Megusaka on the way out, though. But Nona will get loose Juice and himself out here, as they will now fight on point as Zero's back and ready with that orb.
And with just 45 seconds left, WCU is gonna have to keep this cart moving to reach that checkpoint. WCU does get a pick on the baby. And both of WCU's healers go down with only 15 seconds left, and there goes Nona as well. They have 10 seconds to touch on cart. This is going to be a tough one for WCU here.
You do see a swap to Doomfist here, but it does not look like it will be enough, as they do get a touch on point. Someone is pushing point, as Ultra Cook got the point there, but is very quickly found by the baby. We do see Nona get nanoed here, as he is now contesting point, trying to take out this Lucio, but it does not look like it will be enough. And Co College will take this for a 2-0 Co.
Play of the game.
Headshot. 2 down. Recharging. Railgun powered and ready to fire.
Initiating match.
And we're back here for map 3 of this best of 5 series. Co College currently leading 2-0 over WCU Crimson. We're here on Circuit Royale.
WCU Crimson will be defending first into the attacking Co College, who is up 2-0.
Ready for battle.
We do see Zero and Ultra Cook pulling out the essentially twin snipers to hold the cafe, probably, as Nona will have his shield up in front of them. We do see the Baby and Joker also pulling out the same snipers, trying to get some early picks on this cafe high ground. We do see Megusaka and Goose on Kiriko and Lucio respectively, and we see Yi and Earth on their standard Mercy and Lucio respectively. We do see a Joker quick swap to Hanzo here and back to Sojourn, and Railgun does swap to Hog.
Stop the payload.
Interesting choice. We see both teams still holding the Widows here, trying to get some quick picks. And Co College has already flushed WCU Crimson off of that high ground. But they are back on the other high ground, as Railgun will try and get some good hooks in here. No picks from either side yet.
Co College has been doing good at moving the cart so far. This is the first chance WCU has stopped cart. Still no picks though early in this match.
And we see Nona already at 70% ult into this, as the next highest ult is actually 66% coming out from Earth's Lucio. Railgun does find Cook though, and Zero does find the Baby though, so we do trade some DPSs there. And we'll see what comes out of this. Earth will probably have beat here for Nona's Flux if Nona hesitates any longer. We do see Valkyrie for V. Zero does find Joker though with a quick pick on that Widowmaker. And Megusaka also has Kitsune Rush here. We see the Flux come out, finding Earth, not really holding on to that, or he prefers to hold on to that beat rather than pop it there, and Megusaka does find Railgun.
That was a good stop there by WCU. Going into this next fight, Co College will have 3 ults as WCU will be looking at potentially 2.
Or 3. We see Overclock popped by Joker here, finding Megusaka early. Zero does pop her wall hacks, as Ultra Cook does find Earth with a quick snipe of the railgun here. And the Baby has switched to Tracer. V does quickly res Earth, and Earth does hit Beat, but Goose also hits Beat with a counter beat here. And Ultra Cook still holding on to that railgun. The Baby does have Pulse Bomb, and the Baby does find Zero and Goose, but Cook finds Earth with that overclock, as Nona and Cook are trying to stall on this point. We see a very good hook from Railgun there, finding Nona. Nona does have Flux again, and Earth does not have any beat to stop it this time. So, that is a very good ult trade for WCU Crimson.
Well, we're coming up on 45 seconds left, and Co College still has not reached his first checkpoint yet. It's been a good hold on WCU. It's going to come down to this next fight.
We almost get a Joker pick there from Nona. We see Pulse Bomb come out, finding no one. But we do see Flux come out, finding 3, as well as the ulting Hog. And does kill the Hog as well. They do get the res off, though. This Mercy res is severely helping them here. V does res the railgun, as I said. We do see Kitsune Rush come out here, and
5 seconds on the clock. College is
this
gonna have
might
to
be
get
a
there.
this might just be a stop. Oh, they do get someone on cart. I don't know who it is, but they do get the touch on cart, and now it will be a fight with Hog being the only one here, as well as a Sombra. They did get the Sombra on point. That is who touched for sure. We'll see. Zero does find V early, a good pick in this remaining fight, as they can't have reses happen here. But the Hog is definitely saving them here. DaBaby does touch cart, and that is not a stop for WCU. Now it is a stop for WCU. Crimson, but will they be able to push it farther than College is the important question everyone's asking now, as this is still match point for College.
Initiating match.
And while we wait for these hero selections to come out, just a reminder that after this stream, we will have WCU Black going head-to-head against Colorado Mesa University in Overwatch as well. Following that stream, there will be WCU Slate versus University of Montana Maroon at 9 p.m. We do see College going with a very big swap here, as we will see a Genji Reaper, and it does look like they're going to just try and hold him in spawn versus going for a full-on stop here. They're going to be right above WCU Crimson as they come out here.
I have yet to see this play on Circuit Royale, so I'm curious to see how it pans out for them.
4, 3, 2,
Nona does immediately swap to a Hog here, as they know they're up there. They know someone's trying to stop him here. And we do see the very quick pick from V onto Cook, which we need to start moving this card a little early if we want to pass him here. We hopefully will probably see a swap off of Zero's Widow here, as it's not gonna be doing much into this comp, I don't think. With the only picks this fight so far going against WCU Crimson here. But Nona does find Joker, a very good pick to get this early, but Railgun does find Cook. And it's a trade of DPSs here, as Nona was about to go down there, but Megusaka does find him with that Suzu. But DaBaby does find Nona, and we're reset back in spawn here as College is fully up and running right back at their spawn again. We do see both tanks having their ults here. The first ult of the match, we'll see if Whole Hog or Primal helps at all in this fight. We do see Whole Hog get popped here, and Primal, Whole Hog forcing out the Primal, just singling out Nona. We do see Kitsune Rush come out for Megusaka here, with Joker about to have his blade and DaBaby about to have Blossom. Nona does find V though, a very early pick, as Joker finds Ultra Cook here, and Goose does have beat. But it does look like Nona gets saved by the beat there and is able to get out. But will it be enough as Blossom comes out finding Megusaka, Cook, and Goose? Nona does find Joker though, and Nona is about to get killed here, but he does get the vape juice off in time. But the Reaper does get out, and WCU Crimson will be pushing the card here. As the Reaper is now behind them, they're choosing to engage the Reaper, an interesting choice when they're already behind on time. But we do see Zero popping wall hacks here. Nona does have Whole Hog again. And this might be massive if WCU Crimson can get a couple more picks here, as Co College does not have any ults to back up this Nona whole hog. We do see a quick dive there, but we do see the baby find Nona, but Nona does find Earth, but they are retreating. We do see Ultra Cook getting back on cart and pushing it here. And it does look like we are in final fight territory for both teams. Time for WCU here and distance for Co College, as this will probably be the final fight. We do see Megasaka about to have Kitsune rush again. The baby is 40 away from Blossom, and those are the closest ults for both teams. Actually, Cook does have his overclock here, which he will probably have to pop early, and he does pop it here. And they just need to touch cart and make sure they keep pushing this cart. And we see Kitsune Rush come out here as they try and get a retreat here. They do find the baby, but Moira is stalling here, and it does look, oh, we have another stall from Tracer here, but it does look like WCU will probably take this point as they find it, forcing us to map 4 on Esperanza. Score 2-1 Co College.
Play of the game.
That is correct, Bribimon. They did go for a spawn camping strategy there, and usually it does pay off on a majority of maps, but it did not pay off for Co College there.
Welcome to Esperanza.
And we're on to map 4 Esperanza, a push map from Overwatch 2, which did replace 2 CP mode. A very beautiful map in the streets of, I think it's Venezuela, but I might be mistaken. I stand corrected. Esperanza is in Portugal. A very beautiful country. We do get a pause here, though, so we will... Oh, and we're going again. Never mind. I was going to say we'll take a quick break while we figure out what's going on, but here we go.
Ready for battle.
We do see the baby coming out on a Bastion and Railgun coming out on a Doomfist currently. We'll see if that swaps at all. We see Nona on that Sigma and Zero on that Widow still, with Megusaka on the Kiriko.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
push maps can be a very long process, as it is a 10-minute timer for both teams here. But all one team has to do is push it to the other team's spawn. We do see Zero get an early pick on the Baby, as the Baby and Railgun have swapped back to their Hog and Tracer respectively, as the team has not swapped comps. We do see Nona about to go down there, but both healers do see him and pop their heals on him. And it's still neck and neck at this at the starting choke for both teams. Zero is being targeted by the Tracer here, but she will get out. And WCU is pushing the point again. But Joker does find Ultra Cook, and the Baby does find Megusaka. And Nona goes down to the Baby as well. And Joker finds Loose Goose. And Earth finds Zero as a team wipe for WCU here, as Co College will get some free push here. Co College does now take the lead in this push for the first time this push as well. And we are already 2 minutes into the push, with both teams only pushing a combined 30 meters. We do see Overclock come out for Joker, but Ultra Cook does find Joker before he can find anyone else. V does get a res on Earth. Ultra Cook does have his Overclock as well as Megusaka finding Kitsune Rush, which he immediately popped here. We do see a beat come out from Earth and Valkyrie from V. And Ultra Cook is found by Railgun. Nona does have his Flux here, which Earth has already popped, beat one of the big counters to Flux. We do see Whole Hog pop by Railgun here, as it's just back and forth ult, as the Baby does find Zero and Earth finds Megusaka. And Joker finds Nona, with the assist of Hog and Mercy there. Co College does get the closer spawn, as they get that first point of Esperanza.
Actuating the barrier. The barrier cannot withstand much more.
We do see Flux come out for Nona here, hoping to find someone, but gets hooked out of it and does get killed in return by the Baby. And Joker does find Loose Goose. Zero does find Joker, but Joker finds Zero. A very good trade in favor of Co there, as WCU was down 2 during that, and there is a res from V on Joker. So a very amazing trade at that point. And it will be a reset as Co continues to just push this card. We do see Pulse Bomb come out here finding Goose. Ultra Cook does find Earth though with the Overclock. And we see Zero holding onto those dragons on Hanzo. One of her big picks. She is getting pick after pick here. Though on to Co College, and WCU will finally get to push the robot back in the opposite direction slightly. But we do find Joker and Earth are both found by their respective on the other team, as Goose finds the opposing Lucio and Ultra Cook finds the opposing Sojourn. And we finally get back to the midway point for WCU here. We are 5 minutes into the match, with Co having a very commanding lead when it comes to robot placement. We do see Kitsune Rush and Dragons come out for WCU Crimson, finding Railgun. But Zero and Goose do find Joker and the baby. And WCU will continue to push this point as Zero does find Earth and Ultra Cook finds V. We do see Beat come out for Earth there. Very early Beat, don't know why he popped it that early, as we see Flux come out now for WCU Crimson. Not finding anyone, and it does look like Nona will go down to Railgun's Whole Hog there, as they will force WCU off of the robot and are quickly running it away from WCU, as WCU was pushed way far ahead and they got around behind them. One of the things you can't do in push is leave the robot to only one person, because a quick pick like this, and it's now a 4v1 onto Nona as he just respawned and it's about to die again. And College will continue to push the cart as they do find the entire rest of the team other than Megusaka for WCU Crimson. Megusaka does get out though, but he is very quickly swamped up by Joker again, finding that quick shot on him. We do see Overclock come out for Joker here, just looking for some heads. We do see the swap to Zarya for Nona to just try and contest this point. We do see Dragons come out straight down that main road, and there is a contest on point with Megusaka and Nona both there. But we do need this robot to move in the opposing direction if WCU wants to have any chance of coming back in this. We do see Kitsune Rush come out from Megusaka, and the robot is moving in the direction that WCU needs it to move here. Still on match point for College. Big beat there coming out for Earth. We also see a counter beat come out for Goose. Megusaka does find the baby. We see Whole Hog coming out for Railgun here. Not finding anyone. We do see Grav come out. Big picks coming here from Zero and Cook, finding both supports and both DPS, or both the tank and a DPS.
Now with only under a minute and a half here, this could be final push territory for WCU with how far they need to push the robot.
And yes, at this point, as you were saying, Mountain Man, this does look like it is final push territory, as they will need to push it almost the entire way in a minute without getting forced off of this cart. Which also means we're essentially in final fight territory for both teams. If Co wins this fight, it's practically game over for WCU. We do see Cook come in, finding the baby, but will it be enough as Nona goes down and there are 30 seconds left. As College continues to push this cart, making it to the halfway point, eliminating that close spawn for WCU. And WCU does need to get on cart here. Looking for picks is helpful, but it will not be enough for WCU, as no one's currently touching the cart and they're just going to get up in their face. We do see Cook does hop on the cart here and is trying to push it, but it is a 2v2 on the cart. And we do see a pulse bomb come out there, not finding anyone. Cook is getting some power here, but is not able to be kept alive as Joker does find Zero. And now it is just Goose and Nona on the point, and this will be game over WCU for a 3-1 win for Co College.